Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at Melbourne,
Ooh, Melbourne.
specifically its universities.
Sounds good.
We've got a listener who's
Mm.
a senior research professor thinking about maybe relocating to Melbourne with their
Wow.
family and
Pretty big
everything.
move.
Yeah, so let's really explore
Okay.
what it's like in Melbourne's university.
Yeah, I mean, Melbourne is really a hub.
Yeah.
It's like one of the main places in Australia for higher education.
Hmm.
There are so many universities,
Right.
and they're really good quality.
Yeah, and we always hear about Melbourne being
Right.
one of the most livable cities
Exactly.
in the world.
Yeah.
But how does that actually play into
Yeah.
being good for research?
Well, think about it. Melbourne has this reputation for being relaxed,
Okay.
collaborative.
Right.
They have a really cool arts and culture scene.
Mm.
And they really emphasize work-life balance. And
Yeah.
that's not like for people who live there. It
Yeah.
attracts really talented researchers from all over.
So it's a good environment
Yeah.
for families too.
Exactly. It's like stimulating but supportive.
So it's not just about the research itself, it's about the whole lifestyle.
Totally.
Yeah, like you can go to a cafe or a park or even a footy match
Right.
and
It all feeds into it.
yeah,
The universities are really a part of the city.
I too.
For example, you've got the University of Melbourne
Mm.
and their Bio 21 Institute. It's right in the middle of this biomedical precinct.
Wow.
So they're working with other university departments, but also hospitals and biotech companies.
So they're all connected.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Ugh.
Well, thinking about our listener then, the research professor,
Yeah.
what are some areas where Melbourne's universities are strong?
Okay, so the University of Melbourne, they're ranked super high globally,
Mhm.
and their medical research is especially good,
Okay,
like immunology and cancer.
I see.
They get a lot of grants from the NHMRC. Those are really competitive.
Yeah.
So that shows how good they are.
Yeah, that's impressive. What about other universities? I know our listeners looking for collaborations.
Right. Yeah. So Monash University is another big one.
Okay.
They're really strong in stem cell research and engineering.
Interesting.
Like they have this world-renowned program in regenerative medicine.
Wow.
And Melbourne as a whole, it really encourages partnerships, not just within Australia, but
Yeah.
globally.
Right.
A lot of universities have programs to help with international collaborations.
That's really good to know. So there's this culture of collaboration,
Yeah,
and they want to work with people from other countries.
exactly.
You mentioned NHMRC grants. So what about funding in Australia?
Oh, Australia is really serious about research funding.
Okay.
They've got the Australian Research Council. It's called the ARC.
Okay.
And their grants are like, everyone wants them. They've got different schemes like discovery projects and linkage projects where you work with industry. And
Yeah.
then there are laureate fellowships for like the top researchers.
Wow. So it's really competitive, but there's a lot of money available.
Yes.
So with all this research going on, is it hard to get a job?
Oh, yeah. The academic job market is tough, just like in other places with great universities.
Right.
But that means you're working with really smart people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It can be very inspiring.
So Melbourne has great research, a good lifestyle,
Mhm.
and lots of funding opportunities.
Exactly. And if you're looking for academic jobs in Australia or Melbourne specifically, academicjobs.com is a really good resource.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point. They have listings from all over the world, including top universities. So imagine yourself walking through a park in Melbourne, thinking about your research, ready to collaborate with amazing colleagues. What amazing discoveries will you make? That's something to think about. As we wrap up this deep dive, thanks for listening.